Hello again and welcome to Inside Cowboy Basketball with head coach Walsh and Edwards. It's all driven by Nissan. Great to have you along. Well, the Cowboys just concluded a busy week as they had one on the road, one at home. It's kind of that way for the rest of the year really for Wyoming as they play out the schedule and of course take on these very difficult teams. I thought this past week Cowboys played two of the best teams in the league, no question.
Definitely, on the road against Utah State, which I thought actually we had a great game plan, and it was a game all the way up into about the last 3 minutes and 50 seconds. And you wonder, and I was like, how did it go from 3 to 12 just like that? Well, we came down and we didn't score, and I thought we had some freshman mistakes on the other end defensively. But if you look at the body of work, I thought our guys competed really, really well at Utah State, which is not an easy place to play. And then here at home, I think Nevada, gosh, they deserve, to where they're being ranked right now. I think they're one of the top 10 teams in the country. I think they're at 5 or 6, but they just have outstanding talent, along with those guys just being mature basketball players and obviously well coached by Coach Musselman. Yeah, well coached. And I thought one thing, Coach, I think a lot of us were not necessarily surprised at, but just kind of in awe at the level they played defense and that man-to-man and right up in you and all over the court. It was impressive. And again, I reached out to Muss and complimented his guys and him on the way they came in and competed for 40 minutes. And that shows maturity in a basketball team or even in a program to come on the road. And this place can be tough to play too, and especially with the way that it was looking with the crowd that we had. And definitely appreciate our fans coming out for that night. But they stayed focused on their task in hand, and I thought they just did a great job of following out their game plan. Yeah.
They really did. Cowboys saw two of the better teams in the league, no question, Utah State and Nevada, and it makes for a very busy week coming up for the Cowboys. Stay with us. We're going to come back and take a look what lies ahead for Wyoming basketball right after this timeout. This is Inside Cowboy Basketball with head coach Walsh and Edwards, driven by Nissan. Back after this.
It's times like these when you've got to stay centered. The 2018 Nissan Rogue, with available Pro Pilot Assist that can help keep you centered in your lane. Experience it only at your local Nissan store. Now the most exciting tech you own is in your driveway.
Get to Nissan, proud supporter of college athletics.
Keeping your work site on time, on budget, and onto the next job is keeping you up at night, you need to wake up to Komatsu. Our machines are designed for production, uptime, and savings. We are more than just iron. We are giving you a technology to move more material in less passes, start sooner, finish faster, and burn less fuel. We are solving problems before you had them. So stop doing what you've always done. The only thing that's going to keep you up at night is wondering why you didn't do it sooner. Discover the job site of your future. Komatsu.
Earn your University of Wyoming degree at a distance. UW offers undergraduate and graduate degrees through distance technology. Learn more at uwyo.edu/distance.
Well, the Wyoming Cowboy basketball team will make 15 road trips through the course of a season. Thought you might want to see what it's kind of like to be on the road for the Cowboys. Our own Travis Calvin took along a camera and records what it's all about being on the road with Wyoming basketball.
on three. 1, 2, 3, pass. Here we go. Bang, 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 bang. 1. More talking, more talking, more talking.
Help, Dick. Help, Dick. Point line. No.
I'll get you back. I'll get you back.
Hello again and welcome to the D. Glenn Smith Spectrum in Logan, Utah, as the Wyoming Cowboys take on the Utah State Aggies.
Let's go. Here we go. Let's get it.
Let's go, baby.
Yeah, man. Give it a loop. Give it a loop.
40 minutes Cowboy basketball, man.
Takers mentality. You gotta come in here with a takers mentality and take what we want.
Stay focused on the mission.
Go in.
Play together, play hard, play smart.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Trust on 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Well, it is different when the Cowboys go and play on the road. It's a whole different scene and scenario and all the effort that goes into a road trip. It's different, Coach.
Well, again, it's always tough to go on the road to play just with that atmosphere and everything, but it's always a good opportunity to even do some bonding. You know, you kind of learn a lot of things about being on the road. And then obviously sometimes when we travel, especially in conference, having the opportunity to go charter right here out of Laramie into Logan is always good, and then coming right back after the game so our guys can get back into the classroom. But just even within that process, you know, waking up for breakfast, film sessions, obviously shoot around, and just time to communicate with your guys even a little bit more in-depthly, to where when you're here, you know, the hustle and bustle of their day, school, study hall, all those things kind of move to the side because we're all, you know, on a mission at the end of the day to go try to get a road win.
Absolutely. Well, the Cowboys, speaking of the road, will make a little road trip this week, but it starts with a home game right here on this floor Tuesday night when UNLV, the Runnin' Rebels, come to the Arena Auditorium. In fact, this week, Coach, you play a couple of teams you've played already, beat CSU. We'll talk about that in a moment. And I thought in Las Vegas, the Cowboys had a good day. In fact, led at halftime. And this was a pretty good effort by the Cowboys and had a shot at the Rebels down there.
Well, you know, looking back on it, and even at that point in time in the season, I thought one of the things we had committed to was just playing zone. And we did a great job in the first half, and even some parts of the second half. But I thought, you know, they kind of figured some things out. They made some shots, but we were committed, you know, to playing zone. But, you know, they've gotten better since the last time we've seen them, and we've taken some steps ourselves. So, you know, we're just going to have to switch it up a little bit to where we don't have to play 40 minutes of zone. And I thought one of the things we actually did well was rebound that game, and that has to happen to put ourselves in position here to get a win.
Absolutely. Then Saturday at noon, the Cowboys will take, let's see, this will be border war number 231, Coach, in the long series. But the Cowboys, talking about playing well against an opponent, I thought when the Cowboys had the Rams here just a couple of weeks ago, that first half was sensational. And really, the entire 40-minute game was maybe one of the Cowboys' best, huh?
I would agree on that one, because I thought our guys were really excited about playing CSU, and that was probably a little unexpected because of the new faces and not really understanding the whole border war thing. But I thought our guys came out with the right energy. I thought Coach Shire did a great job with the scouting report. And then, you know, we made some shots, which was a good thing. But I thought what we did even better was I thought we defended. And I think when you have that combination, you put yourself in better position to win basketball games.
Absolutely, and that's exactly what the Cowboys did as they won that border war. It comes up again Saturday at noon, this time down in Moby Arena in Fort Collins. But Tuesday night, right here in the Arena Auditorium, the Cowboys take on UNLV. That's an 8 o'clock tap right here in the AA. So a couple of big games coming up for the Cowboys. Come back next time around, and we'll talk about those 2 games the Cowboys have this week on the next Inside Wyoming Basketball with head coach Alan Edwards, driven by Nissan. We'll see you next time. For the head coach, I'm Dave Walsh. So long, everybody.